can own one.
Uh,
Well, I think his father can, but I don't think the son can. You know,
right.
so and it's his son who holds the title to the truck. So hopefully here, I'm hoping he'll let me take it, but he might not. He might say, "No, I want a bit more money." You know, but if that's what happens, I'll have to live with it and deal with it. You know, that's the way I look at it. If
Yeah.
he does that, then I will think about I may take the Uberti in to see if I can sell it. You know, I think
You
the
didn't,
tax
you
I
didn't
should
forget you went live, did you?
what?
You didn't forget you went live, did you?
Oh shit, yeah, I did. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like that shit. That was an accident. That was an accident. I forgot I hit the live button. So that's the end of that conversation. So yeah. So anyway, so that's where we're at on the car purchase. You know, I've what else has been happening? Not much on that. I mean, no, nothing really. It's been very quiet. You know, I just been pottering around, going down my friend's house. Not every day, but you know, we had snow uh, Monday night into Tuesday morning. A whole goddamn inch of snow. But damn, is it cold? I mean, it's down in we've had below freezing temperatures. I mean, like I think the high today just made it to 32. You know, so it's been kind of chilly. So all them nice warm days I was having while you were shivering, God's punishing me now. Oh,
Yeah, it's been cold here too lately. We got some snow as well. So,
yeah,
yeah, bit of shoveling. First time I had to shovel this year. So, and
yeah,
went out and ended up speaking to a neighbor, and then did her place for her. So, but yep. So that's the beginning of it. We'll see what happens.
oh yeah, yeah. So, oh well, there we go. But I tell you, with this cold weather, going back to you know what I was talking about last week and my arthritis in my hands and stuff. Oh God! I mean, I see my doctor. Is it next week or the week after? But I'm going to bring up to him about I don't know if the medication's still working. You know, so whether he increases the dosage or changes me to something else. Because it's like anything. I think if you take it long enough, your body sort of you know, takes more and more to do what it's meant to do. You know, because your body gets immune to it or used to it, whatever the word I'm looking for. And that's what I'm thinking anyway. Two live move. I've had to run the snow blower 3 times since Saturday. We've had almost 2 feet of snow. We've had an inch.
And
Yeah.
we had a
And I
few
didn't even have
inches.
to shovel. It melted. I mean, the ground was warmer. I mean, it settled on the grass and the cars and shit, you know, and my driveway and shit. It melted within hours of the sun coming out. I mean, it didn't even get warm, but warm enough to melt the snow. Oh. So, and the main roads, shit, you wouldn't even realize it snowed. So, there you go.
I was kind of upset because we got about about 3 inches or so. They said we were supposed to get like 8, but we didn't. Yeah, never get what they, the highs usually. But yeah, I was looking forward to it because this it's a different set of tires. So looking, wanting to test them out. I don't know, if it's a guy thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And took about an hour trip, and it snowed pretty good on the way back and stuff. And I got a light test, but I didn't get I'm not happy yet. So I want some deep snow to
Go
drive
further north.
around and see. Yeah, yeah. But so I was hoping for more snow, basically. But
Yeah.
we're gonna get something, make it spectacular, where I can have fun and make money out of it, not be a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, not me. I mean, the less snow we have, the happier I am. You know. I mean, even as cold as it is right now, it makes me question my choices whether if this definitely wasn't far enough south. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that every winter. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because we are warmer down here than the rest of Indiana most of the time. Because we are, if you look at a map, I think what's the word for it? If you drew a straight line from here, we're even with sort of like Virginia along that sort of, so it stays pretty decent here, you know. So there we go. Anyway, I'm trying to think. There's nothing new on the shooting front, really. To me, I'm a fair weather shooter. I have come to realize that. I know I've heard all the, I used to say them too, that you don't know when the attack's coming. They're not going to wait for the warm weather. I totally understand. You know, but I have to take my chances if I'm attacked during the cold. I'm still carrying. So to me, that's 90% of staying alive. At least I'm giving myself a chance. So that's the way I look at it anyway. I don't know if that's true or not, but I like to think so. Yeah, so what else was there? What else was I gonna mention? No, no. I had a totally different subject on the old model railroad. I was running a train around the track, doing moving it here, forward, reverse, and everything else. And I don't know what happened, but it must have. So I have to check the. I'm testing it now. It hasn't happened since, but somehow the train sort of must have it shorted out. Not shorted out, but my controller didn't work. I had no control over the train because it with the and the train went flying and it hit the corner too fast, and
Derailed?
it derailed
Oh my gosh. Was
right
anybody
on
injured?
right onto the floor.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so I've had to do a little bit of gluing and a bit of repairing, and it was one of my nice ones too. God damn! But I've tried to recreate it, but none of my other trains short out on that section of track. So then now the one that did crash, I will admit, it's got a longer wheelbase than all the other trains, and that could have something to do with it. Like it touch something with the front wheels, with the back wheels on the, because I know I'm boring people, but I have two turnouts back to back, and more than likely the back end was still on the other turnout as the front end hit the other turnout, and it shorted it, my controller, and it just sent it on its own merry way with no no. Well, I mean, the only way to stop it really was I could have pulled the plug on the controller, I guess, but that didn't cross my mind. It would come craning around the corner and hit the floor before I even realized it was happening, to be quite honest with you. Like, nah, hell. But anyway, that's about the excitement of my thing since I saw you guys last week. Yeah, then I managed to I found a bunch of my British trains, and I got one that wasn't working too good, so I decided that I am a model train mechanic. Now it's in a bag in pieces, and I got to order some new parts because I got too heavy handed and snapped a piece of plastic. And gluing it, yeah, I could glue it, but it won't hold because it's on a thing that's sort of like it holds another piece in through friction or whatever, and it won't hold it because I tried. So there we go. So it's sitting I got all the pieces in a bag until I order a new part. Now that makes it difficult because not many people over here sell spare parts for British trains. No matter, I mean,
well, it's America,
what?
It's America. So
I
what do you
know.
expect? You gotta just
I
mail them
understand.
back to your buddy over there.
I understand. But see, before I would order parts for them when I used to use them years ago out of Canada. Because they use them up there and they sell lots of parts, but some of them won't even ship to here right now, right? And they're blaming everything on the tariffs, of course, and all that kind of. Then I managed to find the part I was looking for in some store. It wasn't that expensive. It was only about, I don't know, $15. And but the store wanted $30 to ship it to me to the United States. And I said, "Screw you! I ain't paying $30 for a $15 item just to mail it to me." So, and I've gone on eBay, seeing if anybody here, there might be some expats here that might have some trains they want to get rid of or whatever. Ain't found any. So that's what I've been doing for a week. Plus what we were talking about before we went live, which YouTube won't let me talk about. So disposing of said items. So that's about it. So I had a good Thanksgiving, quiet, but it was nice. I actually had a decent Thanksgiving dinner, and so it was good. And that's about what I've done. So what about you guys? Anything exciting going on?
What do you
Any
like?
firearms in your life or anything?
No, nothing really exciting that I can think of. Thanksgiving went decent. think something was wrong with the turkey. I don't know what. It tastes good, but the lady wasn't happy with it, and she didn't
Uh,
get brine like she wanted, and I don't know. So apparently something was wrong with it, but I thought it was all right. So I mean, honestly, it was, she made it. It was a great turkey. It looked good, tastes good. So I don't know what the problem was, but apparently, Thanksgiving wasn't what it should have been because wasn't happy with the turkey.
oh, okay. Yeah, it would look good, taste good. You're that's a win-win. The way
Yeah,
I
I
look
don't
at it.
know. I was good, but
The whole turkey did not like lose enough juice to make gravy.
I,
I couldn't even make gravy.
I
Oh,
I don't
There
know.
was like no
It was a
juice.
juiceless turkey.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
giant
to be
scraps of
fair, we got it for free with store points, so I don't know if it was like some knockoff brand turkey or what, but
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. But sometimes, free isn't good, I guess.
yeah, yeah. I know what she's talking about. The juices. A lot of people make the gravy out of the juices that come out of it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's usually
yeah.
some good gravy.
You know, me, I cheated. I used a can of stuff and mixed it up, and there was my gravy. Well, I didn't even actually cook any of it. My lady friend did. She cooked dinner, all of it. I just got to sit there and enjoy eating it. Yeah. But I'm about turkeyed out. I mean, there's only two of us, and we had a big old turkey. I mean, it was big for two people, you know? So I've been eating turkey sandwiches it was Thursday. I had turkey on Friday, I had turkey Saturday, Sunday. I'm turkeyed out, you know? Then the other night, was it last night or tonight? No, it was last night. We haven't eaten yet. Last night she goes, "You want chicken?" I said, "No, thanks." I said, "That's too close to turkeys." I said, "I'm poultryed out." So, yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
tonight we're having steak. I'm going to
nice.
throw it on the grill, and so it should be ready by the time I uh, sign off. You know? So,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah, doing some turkey sandwiches, which I thought were good. Uh, Tried to switch it up, use some leftovers and then skip a night and get something else and then leftovers. But yeah, I can understand the whole chicken thing. So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, trying to switch it up or whatever. So, and
Yeah.
steak's always good. I could do steak shit just about every night, honestly.
Oh yeah,
So,
me. I can eat that. I mean, but you should with me. I can eat hamburgers every night too. I love hamburgers, but steak is up there with the hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? I guess if you said a hamburger or a steak every night, I guess I would take the steak. Yeah, I would. You know. So I mean, why go for hamburger when you can have a steak?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I notice, at least in my area, you got to be real careful on the meats lately. So things seem to be kind of funny. And it doesn't matter if you're at like what I call the rich store, which is it's just a higher price store in town, or in the area, I should say. Or you go to the regular stores, and then there's the knockoff stores, which I usually don't go to those much. I did in the past, but you got to know, like, you got to experiment a little bit because some of the stuff's fine, but some of it's not. And now I guess it's all modified crap or whatever. So anyway, make a long story short, I'm just struggling finding decent, meat basically. Some of the hamburger just don't feel right. You know, don't really necessarily look right or whatever, even the texture, smell right when you're cooking it. You buy the specialty pre-made burgers or whatever, a little more expensive. Even those don't necessarily seem right. And some of the steaks, it's just, I don't know. I'm wondering, you know, I don't know. So seems like it's definitely more hit or miss. So at least in my area when it comes to beef.
I don't know what to tell you. But, you know, mind you, the beef market is good still, believe it or not. People said, you know, that it was going to crash and everything else, but the beef market's still strong from what I can see. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Unless, I mean, I haven't heard anything. The only thing and I don't think that's happening, is I don't think it's even happened yet. I mean, the Trump administration said they were going to bail out Argentina or something, or Venezuela, or buy some beef from down there, you know? So I don't know why. We don't need it. But then again, the price of beef here is high because there's a shortage of it, because of some of the policies that the last administration implemented. You know, with the price of feed and everything else, a lot of people got rid of their herds or cut them way back during those years. So what happens? The price goes up. Supply and demand. You know? So there you go. That's how the world works, unfortunately. The only good news I heard is the price of gas is going to go down. Because I think last I heard, I think barrel of oil the other day was down. It went down to $55 or something. So the price of fuel should be dropping in 2026. So there you go.
Barrel price doesn't mean shit to me in here. So, you know, it's always cheaper by barrel than what you're getting per gallon over here. So it's all that tax that they throw on this shit. So
oh yeah, and
almost more than the product.
This before. I don't know why gas is so expensive to start with, even with the cheap oil price, because gasoline is a byproduct of something else they extract from the oil. You know, if it wasn't for the steam, if it wasn't for the gas engine, they wouldn't know what to do with it. You know, it was a product that they developed or didn't develop. It, as I said, it was from what I read, I can't remember what they were making with the oil, but the byproduct from that was gasoline. You know, so if the gasoline engine hadn't come along, what would we have done with all the gas we produce with the amount of oil we pump? You know, because a lot of stuff's made from oil. You know, plastic pellets. You know, all kinds of shit. Everything's. People don't realize how much oil is in shit that you use. You know, so gasoline. Where I'm going with this, gasoline should be cheap. Should be way down there on the price of shit. You know, we're helping them out by using it in our engines. But I don't even have an engine to use, so why have I got to complain? Not yet, anyway. Hopefully this weekend I should have something. Fingers crossed, you know. So So that's it. What else is going on? Nothing.
You got a ritual with new vehicles?
Do what?
Do you have any kind of ritual with new vehicles? Any personalization that you just have to have in your vehicle?
No,
Yeah.
no. But I'm more than likely. I mean, I will more than likely put a new. Even though I don't listen to the radio, put a new stereo in there with Bluetooth. You know, because I don't. I mean, I don't use the Bluetooth for my. Yeah, if somebody calls me, I'll talk to them Bluetooth type thing, but I use it for when I listen to podcasts or audio books and stuff. I listen to it through the car speakers. You know, so that's about the only thing I would do. But that will be down the road a little bit in a couple of months because I got to
So,
recoup from
does the truck have a spare?
Yeah, I believe it does.
Jack?
Yes, it does. It was sitting in the bed when I looked at it.
Holds air and whatnot, and you got a jack, all that shit that's supposed to be there.
Yeah. Everything's there as far as I know. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't look for the jack, but I'm assuming it's there. I will find out. And if it ain't, I'll tell him to give me one because he's got enough vehicles there. There must be some kind of jack I can use, even if it's just a plain old scissor jack. You know?
And it's a real tire, not a donut deal.
Yeah, the one that was in the bed of the truck was a real tire.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Yeah. So, and yeah, I mean the only thing if I get it, it's going to need cleaning out. That's about it. But before, I mean, I would when I got a vehicle, I mean, I would clean it, I would wash it and polish it and get the thing looking sharp. But I don't know if I'm going to go that far this time. Just wipe. I'm more like just wipe the dust off the dashboard type thing. That'd be about it.
It's a good idea to kind of go through, especially a used vehicle, go through it pretty well. So, sometimes
you never know what you're gonna find.
Exactly, yeah. Things get lost. Somebody puts something somewhere and forgets about it. It's always a good idea.
Yeah, somebody stuffed something down the back of the seat when they got pulled over for a traffic stop, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, whatever, yeah. You never know. And, once it's, your vehicle and it's in there, it's yours. So you're responsible. So it's not saying, it's a problem, but you never know. You never know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I will be doing that. I will be doing that because the characters I'm dealing with, I know they're family, but I wouldn't put it past them. And he was driving it for a couple of months. So, so. But what I'm trying to figure out is how in the hell he makes money. I know he takes parts, he strips these, total vehicles down and sells the parts, whatever parts he can get off him. But he's hardly ever there. And I'm not the only one that noticed. I've heard other people say, he's went by today, it's closed yet again. He's never open, So I'm wondering how in the hell. But I think he's got. Was it you that said it? I think he's got a contract to pick up certain vehicles in Crawford County, that are wrecked or been in an accident or whatever. So maybe that's how he makes his money. I don't know. But he said he has the. I mean, he sells the vehicles too. Like he's selling me that one. He occasionally he buy a vehicle off somebody and sell and flip it. You know, so I don't know. Long as I can get one, that's all I'm worried about. To be honest with you. Then I gotta register it and insure it. But here in Indiana, I've got 60 days. I got 60 days to I could transfer my license plate over to the new vehicle. You know, if it goes past 60 days, then I got to go through the whole process of getting a new license plate. Yeah, because I think transferring it is cheaper. You're just paying a transfer fee instead of paying the whole shebang like you know. So who we got? Who's in the room anyway? We got Gizzard Gary, Ron 2A Matters, 2 Live Moo. Who else? Who else was here? Patriot in the Dark was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here or not. He's come back. Shady Hill is here. So, what was that? Justin Grimm is here. So there's a few people in the room. Good to see you all. I'm just sitting here rambling away. If you guys got anything you want to bring up, just put it in the chat here and we're talk about it, or drop me an email or whatever. So just mentioning that. And as I said, I'll be honest with you, I had with Thanksgiving going on and everything else, and me working on trying to get a vehicle and stuff, I haven't done much on because I said I'm more than likely start working in shooting with disabilities and again into this show, and I haven't done any for this week because I said I've been busy doing other stuff, but I'm working on it. If you guys got anything, any topics along that line you want me to bring up, just email me at rickslife@gmail.com, that we could use for topics, and I'll work them in. So just thought I'll mention that. I'm sure I'm not, I thought this what Wednesday nights used to be. Then Saturday was the free for all. And so I want to try to bring some of that back to Wednesday night. Because we had because a lot of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Some of the people that used to drop in for that shooting with disabilities things don't come in anymore. So I was just trying to get people to come back. That's all. So, plus, I mean, you guys are got to be tired of me just rambling on about whatever. But then again, it's Rick's life as I see it, of course. But there's got to be, you got to want to hear something else besides me just talking about my everyday life. I think it's kind of boring. But there we go. So you're very quiet there. You eating on me there in New York?
No, I'm just waiting for you to finish your points or whatever. So
okay.
I want to jump back to the whole what you should have in your vehicle thing.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I think you should. I don't know. It's a new vehicle. It's one of them things, not new to you, that you got to kind of, set up for success. Whether that's like a little toolkit, some emergency supplies, something within your wheelhouse. I think
Yeah. Now, don't
kind of
forget.
go standard into your vehicle. So
Don't forget a lot of that stuff that was in my other truck.
yeah,
Remember, I went down there and I pulled everything out of it and I
yeah,
have a
that
lot of that stuff
stuff was
still.
missing and in the woods probably, and this and
Yeah, there's
that.
some. Yeah, I'll have to see exactly. Be honest with you, I haven't gone through the big. I got a big giant plastic tote full of stuff sitting outside, and I haven't even gone through it to see what I do have and what I don't have. That give me
Yeah.
something to do this weekend. I'll go
Yeah, it'd be
through
a
that.
good idea because I
Yeah.
think, even in my car or whatever, I've got some straps and some of the basics, a small toolkit, couple large garbage bags, which could be used for a couple different purposes. Hand warmers if I am stuck working on something somewhere unexpected. Things.
Oh yeah.
Some
Oh
of that
yeah.
basic, obviously a jack. Spare, all that working equipment, things like that. Always extra, at least an extra sweatshirt or something in there, along those lines. So
Yeah. I used to
yeah,
have. I don't know if I don't recall seeing them when I pulled stuff out, but I used to have a couple of those what you call it blankets that look like tinfoil.
okay, emergency blankets, yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
that sort of keep you warm. You
yep,
know.
yep.
Yeah, I used to have a couple
Yeah,
of
it's
those
not
in
a
there.
bad idea. They don't take up much space, so you never know. And if you end up stuck somewhere with a dead vehicle in one of the worst scenarios you can imagine, it could make all the difference.
Yeah, yeah. What was that? Two Live Move. I stumbled upon your Saturday show years ago when I traveled for work. That show made my travels go by faster. Thanks. Well, I appreciate that Two Live Move. You know, that's what the Saturday thing was about, really. But I don't know. I feel like I'm letting you guys down. I really do. So that's why I'm bringing back, or not bringing it. I am bringing it back, but only not a total hour of Shooting with Disabilities. Might just do a small section, 15 minutes or so every show. And if it takes off, then I can do more. That's what I'm looking at doing, going back to. So, just thought I'll mention it. Just thought I'd throw it. Oh, and the live quiz. Yeah, I remember I used to do the live quiz. That was in the days when I used to have loads of swag. Yeah, I used to get it, and loads of people used to send it to me. Yeah, my swag's drying up, really. So I've got to go. I got to go eBay, see if I can get somebody to send me some for giveaways for my monthly giveaway. Yeah, I would like to do that again too. The instant quiz, but we're. Oh, okay. Do you have my address or do you need it? I'll email it to you. So yeah. I appreciate that. Anybody else out there got any swag they want to unload? I'll take it off your hands. Because it's all I like giving that stuff. I like giving that stuff away for quizzes. I'm kind of disappointed in the amount of people that don't participate in my quizzes because I don't know what. I'm trying to. I don't always make them gun related, but I try to. And But if you want me to do quizzes on totally other topics, I will. I'll work on that. So another thing, just let me know. Participation is what I need, not just me doing it. Anyway, let's get back to what we need for our vehicles. Yeah, so I'm going to go through that box, see what I have, because I did have a small toolkit in there. And I had a first aid box. I had the blankets. And I had stuff, I even had my, which is in the van right now, my scraper for my window to brush the snow off and scrape the ice. I got to put that back in the truck and stuff. Plus, I'm going to have more room too, because I've got the back section of the truck, which I never had before. I had everything stuffed either in a tote in the bed of the truck or stuffed behind my two seats in the front cab. But now I got the crew cab, which has the full size back side to it. So I got plenty of storage now. Because I said there's only me. I don't think I'll be taking a lot of people anywhere, so I can fill the back of that up with all kinds of stuff. Just load my stuff in it and hit the road.
Yeah, that's basically all I was pointing at. Is I think some basics, some of the basic stuff within your skill level or whatever. If you get stuck out there, or if you got kids or do end up transporting people around, it's a big difference in having.
I kept. I had a couple of ropes. I had a couple of ropes in there, a couple of tie downs. Had extra pair of gloves in there, and and I think, and I had a sweatshirt in there, and just in case you broke down at night and it's damn cold, try to stay warm. If you if you get stranded, down one of these country roads where nobody travels.
I know a lot of people got car payments and maybe towing comes with it on their insurance or whatever, but sometimes it's a simple issue. Sometimes you don't have to necessarily be a mechanic to change a tire or realize the battery terminal's loose or something like that. So being able to maybe take 10-15 minutes before you decide to wait there for 3 hours, you get a little dirty and do something, you might be able to get yourself off the road. And in some cases it might be the only way. If you're out of service, don't have your phone, whatever the case, your car is not linking up or whatever, it's just basic good stuff. Or it could be an accident somewhere, slide off a ditch, you got to wait around forever. GPS took you some stupid ass way off the highway. It happens, that type of stuff. So it's a good idea, especially if you got little kids and shit like that. Because let's face it, most of the average clothing is not, survival winter gear. It's fashionable winter gear. So if they're truly stuck out there on a back road somewhere and this and that, is you don't want to mess around with shit like that. So
I agree with you. And said I carried a little bit of that, what you're talking about, in there, because you never know, And actually, even during the summer, I know it would be warm, but I would even have a couple of bottles. I had a couple of bottles of water behind my seat. Just small, for emergencies, basically. If I didn't drink them, hey, I might have had to put it in my radiator.
You never know. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Just try to keep them out of the sun, because I do the same, and I'll try to cycle it out. And shit, even after a week, if they're in the sun, they start tasting like plastic. I mean,
Yeah.
Plastic
I
tape
understand. I
is
used to.
better
Well,
than
I cycled them maybe not every week, but
yeah.
yeah, I used them
Or
up.
keep them covered up because I think
Yeah.
it's the sun because they don't. My regular bottles I keep in the house or porch or they don't taste like that, but.
Yeah.
Anything like the one I was keeping one in my door panel for a while, and that one, that one always tastes horrible. Anything in the back under the cover is fine, but anything in the sun when it comes to plastic bottles, probably not the best idea. It's better
Yeah.
than not having anything to drink, but at the same time, you probably will notice.
Oh yes. Yeah. No, I did. I swapped them out, and I think only one time it ever tasted bad. But as you said, most of the time I kept them behind my seat inside a bag, and they were the sun never got to them. So but yeah, I agree. I even used. I mean, I know. The only problem I used to carry sort of like granola bars type thing, energy bars or whatever back there. But the
Yep.
problem is I couldn't keep them long because I kept eating them as a snack.
See,
So I was replacing them all the time.
I throw them in and kind of forget about them, and then it'll
Yeah.
be
Well,
like
that's
a
what I
year
was trying to
later.
do, but it didn't work. So,
Yeah, be a year later, and I'm flipping through and find one somewhere, and I'm like, oh shit, is that any good? I don't even know.
yeah.
So yeah, I found them in my truck toolbox. They're all over the damn place. Randomly, I don't know why, but
Yeah. So anyway, I got to get ready to start winding this down. It's almost quitting time. So anyway, my quiz. This quiz, the quiz I wanted to know, and I'm thinking, I'm trying to remember. I think my question was on the Pat Garrett firearm. I thought I answered. I thought we'd done this one already, but I don't remember. So that's the one I'm going with. So if I'm if I'm doing a drawing on the same question again, oh well. So I'm all I said I all confused. I mean, be honest with you, losing my truck has really. On the outside, I might seem calm, but inside, I'm all messed up. That truck. I mean, I've had that truck forever. It was mine. It was paid for. I knew. I mean, I knew where I could go in it. I knew I could drive it across country, and it would because I took care of it. That's that in that sense. But then anyway, what I wanted to know was about the serial numbers. I wanted to know was 55093 from 1880. It was a 4440 caliber and a 7.5-inch barrel. That's what I was looking for. So, let me. Where's my random picker? Here it is. Let me hit the button. Oh, this looks like I rigged it because he was being so nice to me. 2 Live Moo is the winner of this week's swag pack or this month's swag pack. Ah, damn. There you go. You won again, 2 Live Moo. So, all right. Now, I've used this question before, but it was years and years ago. I found an old sheet on my computer here. It goes back from when I think it was one of the, I don't know, in the first year my shows were going, I used this one.
was that even legal then to use a used question?
Yeah. It's my show.
Okay.
I can do what I want.
Okay, I'm just checking. I figured you might have to check with the rule book, but
No,
okay.
no. I'm good. Okay, here it is. what I want to know the name of, here you go, this person has the distinction of being awarded the most Purple Hearts of any individual across all branches of service. There you go. I want to know his name. Awarded the most Purple Hearts across all branches of service. More than anybody. And I got it off of Google. So I double checked it today because I said I used it a few years ago. I didn't want to make sure that somebody else, since I used it now, got more. But he's Stu the leader. So there you go. So email me at rickslifeasiseeit@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. Get it into me by, this is for January, isn't it? So first Wednesday in December is the 7th. So get it into me by December 7th, and you'll be in for the swag pack. There you go. So that's right. So we still got a few minutes left there. Rob, you got any last thoughts or anything?
No, not really.
Eat a salad?
Yeah. Eat a salad.
Actually, I had a salad the night before last.
Good.
That's all I had for dinner was a salad. It was, I mean, I had ham in it. We had some ham left over too, so we just chopped it up. Mind you, we didn't cook it we didn't cook it on Thanksgiving, and we cooked it that weekend after. So anyway, we used it up in the salad. It was quite good, actually.
Good. Yeah. Eat a salad. Stay cool. Thanks for joining us. Dodge the landmines. Don't get suckered by I don't know, the scammers out of Robimanistan or anything like that. So, we'll catch you next week.
Oh, talking about that, I almost got scammed. And I'm not sure how I done it. Maybe it was one of my shady websites I went to visit. I'm not sure. But I got my PayPal account. I don't keep a lot. I mainly use it to buy stuff online. I'll put money in to cover what I'm buying, or I use it to transfer money from one account through PayPal to another or whatever. That's all I use it for. I don't keep it money in it per se. But I got a notification from PayPal saying your payment was declined for non-sufficient funds. And I'm looking at it and I see this name. And I said, what in the hell is that? I couldn't even pronounce the name. So I went on to PayPal and I looked at it. Then I typed it in Google to find out it's some company based in India. And they're charging me $39.95 for something that I have no clue what it is. Absolutely none. I didn't sign up for anything. Anyway, so I got hold of PayPal. We canceled the card. Because she said, yeah, she could look at it her end. She said, yeah, all they got is your card number, not your account number. I said, you sure? She goes, absolutely positive. So we canceled the card. So right now I don't have a PayPal card until a new one gets in the mail. Should be here this week. So after you saying be scammers out there, I forgot all about that.
It's scammer season. So there's things going around where you'll get a hit saying from your bank, asking if this is you or whatnot. and in most cases it's not, and it'll have a number there or a QR code or whatever to link back to the bank. And if you click on that or go to it, now you gave them all the information. They
Oh
can
yeah,
get in
because
your
they normally
phone.
do something
Yeah.
on your
So if
computer.
you
Yeah.
get anything funny like that, just call your bank direct, because that's a new one that's coming out that a lot of people are falling for. So because a
Yeah.
lot of people do the banking on the phones, and they're like, wait a minute, no, you're not going to scam me, and now you just got yourself scammed. So yeah, keep an eye out that type of season. Yeah, it's that type of year. So that time of year, I should say.
Oh, I missed a chat a chat line from Justin just now. He said that CRS firearms released today. That's the ones that the government sells you, right? Like the grant.
No, I think that's the guy. Shit, I can't remember his name now. That
Oh no, that's right, the guy in prison.
yeah,
Yes.
they snatched him up for selling something. He
He's
asked and
selling
they
that
said it was legal, and then they
cards
came
for
and snatched
machine
his
guns
ass
or
up.
something.
Yeah.
I know who it is now. Yeah, I'm trying to think of his name now. What was it? Matt
Yeah, I
Hoover.
forgot it too.
Matt Hoover.
Yeah,
is who
yeah,
is his
I think
name.
that's right.
Yeah. That's who that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, CS. That was the name of his channel or his company or whatever he did. But he sold those. They looked like the size of a credit card, and it was a thing. Technically, that
They
if you
call
cut
it
it
an
out,
auto key or something like that.
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was.
Which I think should be a legal thing personally. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's in break in case of emergency. Realize with doing so, you're committing a crime if you don't go ahead through the process. But until you do anything with it, it's just a damn card. So I never really get
Exactly.
that. I don't understand that. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. Well, anyway, it's gone 8:00. I got steak, so I'm getting out of here. I want to say thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I said, if you got anything you want me to bring up for topics or anything, or shooting with disabilities or anything else, give me a note or send me a note or whatever, and we'll bring it up. So with that, I'm going to say thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I'll be back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. So with that, good night, everybody. Good night, Sabrina.